What is going on, guys? It's the Mad Dragon. It's a Monday, which of course over on this channel means we're going to be taking a look at the world rankings to see what has shifted up due to those games going on in the Rugby Championship. Some big results going on this weekend. And then afterwards, we're going to move on to the Super Brew, go over your guys' predictions, along with my own. How badly or very well did we do in some cases? And then finishing us off, heading over to do our team of the week over in the Fantasy League. What was the best possible team you guys could have picked? And who got the highest amount of score? Spoiler alert, not me. Not me by a long way. Been a bad week for me this week in terms of the fantasy. But starting out with the world ranking, South Africa still in that #1 spot and climbing a few more points. 0.21 going up now. 4 wins on the bounce versus the All Blacks, and looking good along the way as well. The All Blacks lose that 0.21 as sort of similar to last week. That gap expanding from Ireland, closing in on France, but there's still a little bit of daylight between them and France. They still got to play Australia along the way, which, given the result of this next game, I'm feeling confident in New Zealand being able to take this one. But Argentina, woo, just nowhere. I going into this round, I didn't do a preview video for the Australia-Argentina game. I put all my eggs in one basket for Australia. I thought Argentina had dominance in the last game and still couldn't win. There was no way they were going to be able to turn that around in a week. I thought Australia were going to feel confident. 30 minutes into this game, I was like, oh, I'm completely correct. I'm amazing at rugby. And then no. Then it all went out the window. Argentina with maybe the best comeback I've ever seen in terms of points scored in a game of international rugby. Climbing by 0.92 after their win over Australia. Australia dropped back down below Italy into 9th place there. Fiji, also in the world, got 0.5, so they've climbed up just further away from Wales. Wales can just still keep dropping down, unfortunately for me. Japan got 0.17 after their win over the USA. I think they played on the weekend as well. Tonga dropping down that 0.5 from their loss to Fiji. Yes, it was the USA dropping down that 0.17. Anything else going on in terms of the world? Nothing else going on further down the old leaderboard. But man, oh man, Argentina closing in on Scotland, and if they put in a performance like that against a team like Scotland, I think Scotland might struggle to take on some of those Argentinian backs. I look forward to see that game at some point going on. Moving on then to the Predictor. How did we get on? Kind of similar results to last week for me. One game went really well. Starting out with this first one, South Africa, New Zealand. I expanded it this week. I said South Africa by 5. I thought they'd get a few more points than they did last week. They actually took it by 6, so I was only 1 away. Pretty close for me. Who got it bang on? Because there's no way someone didn't get it bang on, did they? Right. 4 people got it bang on. Dave61, Exaquires, Foot Easy, Big Brain. The names we've been saying across this Predictor series, all 4 of you guys getting it bang on means you all split that 0.25. There's me. Just below there. I was the only one that went for 5. Oh, if only there was 1 point difference. I could have taken full points this round. I didn't know that. Who went for the All Blacks this week? A few more going for the All Blacks. Thought maybe a big bounce back, similar to what we saw with their loss versus Argentina. Maybe that second game, they're going to come back hard. A lot of people going for New Zealand. Not to be, though, for you guys. And then this game. Man, oh man, the game that I thought was going to happen last week, there's actually a lot of consistency with this and the fantasy for me. I really heavily backed Argentina last week and it didn't pay off, and I thought, oh, well, I've just got this wrong. Australia is the way to go. I went for Australia by 4 this week. I thought, yeah, I got confidence in them. Half hour into that game, 17 points in the lead. I just put my phone down. I was like, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy watching my picks coming correctly. Not to be. Argentina took this one by 40. At the end of the game, nobody got there. Nobody on basically the whole of Super Brew picked Argentina up by that much. Who got the closest? Pedri got the closest by saying Argentina by 15, but it's so far away, you don't even get any bonus points from it, which is wild. So everyone that went for Argentina gets 1 point. Anyone that went for Australia, a few more of us went for Australia this week as well. A few people have the same thoughts as me. Move over, go for that Australian game. And 0 points for anyone that picked Australia. So pretty easy to round off this week. In terms of the round, Exaquires, whose name I still may be pronouncing incorrectly, I'm still not 100% sure, comes top of the leaderboard. That TDM separating out 3 people getting that 2.75. Dave61 and Big Brain joining you as well. That TDM separating you guys out. Moving down the board, a lot of people finishing this one on 2.5. Probably because of how low that South Africa New Zealand score was going to be, and then it was just picking Argentina correctly. A couple of people only got the 2 from 2, but no bonus points, and then you've got me down here with the rest of them, where we all ended up just getting that 1.5. Oh, a few people only got 1. Anyone got 0? I don't think anyone got 0 from 2 this week, so we've had a slight improvement from last round. Taking a look at the leaderboard then. I assume Big Brain's still out at the top. Yes, he is up there now on those 6 win points, 8.75, up 4 places. I think it changes after each game, so I think it kind of jumps up. Exequias, though, up by 9 on 8.25, going to be fighting for that number 1 spot. Pedri up 6 onto 8 points. Etai up 8 places onto 7.75. Dave 61 up 12 on 7.75. Highland Cow up 7 on 7.75. Pierre starting out the 7.5s joint with Bowie and Brian. And JD Maidov and Milan, all of you guys on 7.5. It's really close. I'm really liking how tight this tournament is. But you guys all climbing up some big points there. Milan, the only person to drop down. Brandon has climbed up 11 places up into 12th on 7.25, along with Elward and myself. Similarly to last week, at the end of game 1, I was back in 2nd place. And it was me and Big Brain right at the top. And Big Brain went for Argentina. I went for Australia. I just can't get that second game correct, so I'm back down in 14th now. All Blacks are dropping down 13. This is where we're going to see some big shakers up here. David down 14. Mama Kastudler, who at one point was up there competing for that top spot, is now down 18 places, down onto 7. It's still not too far behind. 2 points. You need Big Brain to have a bad week in order to climb that one back up. A few people jumping up some big points here. Wingspan up 10. GQ up 10, Geomore 11, Rugby up 10 as well. Gaz Liminati down 25, David Wakefield down 9, Ian down 24. Big drops going on. Connor does Rugby, went up 2, well done to you, Connor. Your fave prop went up 10, and then a few more people dropping down the way. People still not getting those picks in, but we had 50, and then some of these are like joint scores as well. So I think we got more than 50 people in. We got 51 people in. So it's super competitive for the Predictor series. I think Argentina might have just killed me this round, though. One area they have killed me, the fantasy. Oh, boy. You know what? I like to do it too. Let me just show you where I ended up this week. Again, at the end of game 1, I was 2nd place. New Zealand, South Africa didn't typically score very well. And I was like, oh, well, I'm probably going to... I think it's just going to be a low-scoring round. At the end of the... South Africa New Zealand game, I think I was on 95 points, and that's what the rest of my players got me to. Went real bad for me. Take a look at the team of the week. Then, unfortunately, again, nothing to put up on screen, but I'll read through the positions and the numbers and what have you. So, starting out with the props in the blue. Then it's an all Australian lockout. Angus Bell got 11.5, and Taliela Tupou got 8.5, and they both got taken off at halftime. For some reason. I think Foster King was the only person who got the perfect score there. 20 was the best you could have got for props. In your hooker department, best of the round, Cody Taylor, once again on 15.5. A lot of people got him there in the green bar. In your lock department, Ebenetzbeth would have got you 9, and Frost from Australia also would have got you 9. So 18 was the best score. Anyone get 18 along the way? Doesn't look like anyone in the top bracket got the perfect lock department. And then we get beyond the front 5, and it is, I think, maybe the first time I'm ever going to say this. It is one team clean sweeping the rest. It is all Argentina. So if you're an idiot like me and benched all your Argentinian players this week because you had faith in Australia, you're about to get really punished or do really, really well. So your best back rows, Pablo Matera on 17, Gonzalez scored you 20, and Oviedo came on from the bench to score 22 from the bench. Massive score for him. Best scrum half of the round in your orange, you can barely see it, little sliver, was Bertrano. For 7 points coming in for Argentina. Even beat Tate McDermott, who got a try in Australia. Still beat him. Your best fly half of the round, scoring you 25. Only one person got him. It was EM, I think it's Etar, yes. 25 was Albornoz from Argentina. The centre department in your dark blue, the best you could have done, Lucio Cinti, 23. Massive for a centre. And then Choco Perez, 12.5, so the best you could have done was 35.5, which was wild for centres. And then your best back three. Oh, sorry, there is actually one person not from Argentina. I forgot about that. Max Jorgensen got 12. Just about beating Delgui, who got 9. Mateo Carreras got you 19.5, and Malia 23.5. So, and it was a blowout. If you didn't pick your Argentinian players, the opposite was so low. Let me just quickly go to mine so you guys can see what I had going on. Like, if you just look at some of the other players that I had, Talea got 8, Moody 5.5, Jordan 5. Picking anyone from this game was terrible. It was all your Argentinian players, and there's my bench on the side as well. There's my Argentina full bench. Look how many points I just left off the board by not doing it. Terrible decisions by me this week. There's one round in every tournament that comes back to kill me, and it was round 4 of the Rugby Championship. So take a look at your best teams of the round then. Wombat 999 coming in on 182, which seemed impossible at the end of game 1 when everyone was on like 80. And it didn't look like it was going to be a big score. Great score by you to get out there onto 182 in first place. PR Azevedo doing well as well on 166. Avalon 87 on 162. Harry CR05 on 158 finishes 4th. Clansman coming in there joint 149 with Foster King. David coming in on 148, only 1 point behind in 7th place. Etai on 146.5, only beating David Wakefield. Another good round for you, David, on 146. And then a joint lockout in the top 10. Peter Paul and Highland Cow on 145. And I'll have a bit of a scroll down so everyone can see their names. Yeah, not my week today. Just I went all Australia, and it came back to kill me. A couple of people not getting the lock-ins there, but there was a couple of people down here with me who were in the the 120 area, all the way down to like 94.5 from Jay there. If you backed that first game, it was just the wrong way to go. So in terms of the leaderboard, I'm expecting some shifts around here. Avalon jumps up 2 places to take that number 1 spot at 652 points. Wombat, after a superb round this one, climbs up into 2nd place, up 6 places on 647. Big Brain down 2 on 641.5. So there is about 10 points separating you guys out with 2 games left. Etai on 627 finishes in 4th. David Wakefield down 1 into 5th place on 626.5. Only half a point in it there as well. PR Azevedo up 4 into 623.5. David holding out 7th on 618. Jack Reynolds drops down 6 places into 8th place on 612. Villa Farrell down 3 on 606.5. And then Foot Easy, the winner from last year, still in that top 10 on 600.5. But man, 50 points to recover in 2 rounds is going to be a tough ask. We've got some big games coming up though. Maybe going for some upsets is the way to get up to that number 1 spot. Let me have a scroll down. Any massive climbers or fallers bar me? There's me, down 8. I'm going to have to take some risks next week. Even if I don't think a team's going to win, I might have to start picking losing teams and hope they have an unbelievable game. I don't know what else I've got left. I'm probably a good 100, no, I'm at 80 points down. I've got to start going for the underdogs, so there's no way for me to recover there. Harry did well climbing up 8 places as well. Probably were climbing up a few places there. No huge jumpers yet. I actually think I was the worst. Out of everyone dropping down 8 places. I don't think anyone did worse than me. Well, there we have it, guys. Just everyone's beating me at this rate. So, congratulations to Wombat999 on taking the round, going for some fantastic Argentina picks, and congratulations to Avalon taking the number 1 place. Just only 2 rounds left. I just can't believe the that Argentina team. I want to quickly look at Wombat's team, just see how many Argentina players you did have in there. Yep, fantastic picks there. Gonzalez is captain as well. That was a good move. He had a good game to score you 40 points as a captain compared to Mark Talea, who got me 8. 40 looks real good. Malia, again, I mean, still went for a few of those South African, New Zealand players, but yeah, just picking some really good picks along the way. Great picks by you. Argentina, man, what a game they had. I remember saying about 2 years ago, during the Scotland tour, Argentina and Scotland had like a best of 3. And I remember seeing the Argentina backs there and just thinking, Argentina might have some of the best strike running backs in world rugby. and they're never used. They just never seem to incorporate them. They're such a forward-based team, and I do wonder why they don't do them more. You get towards the end of that Australia game, the last half hour was just watching the backs do exactly what they're built to do. And absolutely killed Australia. A humiliating end in that game. And it was like, I don't know why they don't use them more. Last week's they weren't included at all. Maybe they thought the rain was going to, be too big of an issue to play a lot of those interlinking passes. But man, those Argentina backs, when they are on it, they are really, really on it. I'm looking forward to next week's games. We'll be doing the preview videos. No rugby this weekend, I don't think. I think we've got the next bye week coming up. So we'll be doing the preview videos, and we'll be diving in a lot more to it. Hopefully the teams get announced a bit better for me. We might end up doing 2 preview videos next week for the Bledisloe Cup, but also the South Africa-Argentina game. So I'm really looking forward to diving into that and getting some more thoughts about this Argentina team. Because, I mean, if you're a Springboks fan, I genuinely was like, the Rugby Championship is over now. All they need to do is beat New Zealand. There's no way they lose to Argentina. You might want to keep an eye out for this Argentina team, because if they start getting the momentum and just start going for try after try after try, oh boy, we could have a fantastic end to the Rugby Championship on our hands. I wouldn't count them out just yet. But there we go, guys. Well done to everyone that's done well this week. Drop down in the comment section where you ended up, as I always enjoy hearing back and going over your thoughts on the teams, what have you, or just your thoughts on the games from the weekend as a whole. Remember to drop it a like, and of course, I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.